let's talk Golden Globe nominations, Joe. They came out this week. They were interesting. There's a lot to talk about here, and of course, the Golden Globes are under new ownership now. I don't know if that affects the. I felt like the nominees were pretty good and interesting this year. So I don't know. If
you were worried about the College Football Playoff Commission and how their dealings would be fair.
It's literally run by Michigan's athletic director.
Stuff like questions, you say things like that, and then the results came out, and you were very happy with the results. They were a lot of fun.
Georgia 2 seed, baby.
A lot of fun. Same, I'd say, with our good friends over at the media that bought the Golden Globes, and now
it's now owned by the company that owns Variety, the Hollywood Reporter, all the trades, all the industry trades now own the award shows, which could lead to some insider trading.
But they own so much different media stuff that it all sort of works out to be a pretty good list.
Yeah, they're almost sort of loyal to everyone and so loyal to no one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, so far so good because I like these noms for the most part. Let's take a look. Let's start with the Best Picture noms, Margo, if we can. The Best Picture noms. All right. So for musical comedy, we got Anora, Challengers, Amelia Perez, A Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked. I mean, just solid, like no surprises, but strong picks. No silly picks in here.
Well, the classic Globes thing of like, is that a comedy? Is that a musical? But beyond that,
right. That's just the limitation of your only category being drama or
Nora and A Real Pain. Like, funny parts. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why isn't Challengers drama?
Yeah, Challengers, why is that a comedy?
Because the boys are sort of quippy with each other.
Kiss?
The boys
Why is it?
There is something musical to that threesome scene. There's a kind of musical quality.
I don't understand. All right,
and let's check the drama Best Picture out. We can go back to the Best Picture graphic. So for drama, we got The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown. Why isn't that that's musical? It's about Bob Dylan.
That's right. And he sings all and performs all the songs.
Whatever. Okay, I don't give a shit. Who cares? Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, which we haven't seen yet, and September 5, which I watched this last week. Yep. Again, solid. You get a
solid
box office movie in there. You get the best looking box office movie of the year in there, Dune Part 2. So you're keeping the money happy.
Good smattering.
But some smaller movies in there. I mean, no surprises. I guess my only complaint is you almost rely on the Globes for some head scratchers, some kind of what,
something crazy.
Yeah, and both of those are they're just kind of right and predictable.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No, I mean Best Picture wise, not really any snubs, not really any surprises.
What about the acting? Anything kooky in the acting?
Let's start with actress if we can. If we can start with Best Actress. Best female actor. So music comedy, we got Amy Adams in Night Bitch, which you saw this week. Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon, Amelia Perez, Mikey Masson, Nora Demi Moore, The Substance, Zendaya, Challengers.
I mean, look, there's stars, but surprises. Demi's been really, really pushing to make sure she's part of the nominations for the Oscars, and this is really good news for her. I didn't know they were making this Zendaya Challengers push. Maybe it's just this is the Globes. We need Zendaya to come. And then Amy Adams is the ultimate the good people at Annapurna and Disney called, the guy that owns the Globes and said, Amy's going to get nominated.
Right.
Did you hear me?
I
said, Amy's going to get nominated. Oh, yes, sir.
She did the work. She gets the nom.
She was in the movie.
She came every day and filmed every scene.
She said all of the lines. She said most of the lines.
She read most of the script. She gets the nom.
And she did.
So congrats to Amy.
Best female actor, which, look, we're not going to talk about the semantics.
Yeah. They're trying. The industry is trying to
because I know I too enjoy calling women that are actors, but now that I'm looking at it on this screen, I'm like, it's just clunky. Best actress. Old habits die hard.
Whatever.
Best female actor, motion picture drama.
Pamela Anderson, Last Showgirl, love it. Glad that because the worry I think is maybe that movie's just too small. Not enough people are going to see it. But
guess who's going to love it?
Freaking Pamela Anderson, baby.
I'm going to love it. Yeah.
Oh, you guys, look, you cannot. Y'all went gaga for Mickey Rooney the Wrestler.
Yeah, same thing.
You cannot not go gaga for Pamela Anderson, Last Showgirl.
It looks like we're about to.
Same thing, but better.
Did Mickey win the Best Actor?
He did, right?
Well, then I want to see Pam. No, he did.
He was the front runner.
Or maybe he like lost real quick to something crazy. I love the Oscars.
I almost feel like he lost at the last second. Did he lose at the last second? People for Mickey Rourke and The Wrestler, we should know
we got
this.
Pamela Anderson, Last Showgirl.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie for Maria. Nicole Kidman, the proverbial baby girl, I assume. Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door. Zilch.
Nomination, not win.
Zilch on this Room Next Door as far as award season goes. Talk about everyone sort of just skipping it.
Sean Penn for Milk won that year over Mickey Rourke. Sorry,
that's just
really funny.
Sean Penn is he is always in the mix, and I don't know how he's allowed. Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here.
Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that.
Or Fernanda Torres, part of me, and then Kate Winslet for Lee.
I want you to take everything you just said about Amy Adams, which is actually probably not true about Amy Adams. Night Bitch. It is okay. It is 100% true for Kate Winslet getting a nomination for Lee. That is like. Kate Winslet's in a movie this year. Reserve a spot for her in the Golden Globes.
Fair enough.
Because, oh my God, was Lee forgettable. And her performance, while it was good because it's Kate Winslet, was not one of the top 5 or 10 performances of the year. Give me a break. Give me a break with that. But congrats to Kate's PR team. Congrats to whoever had to get paid off to get Kate a nomination for Lee.
She deserves to get nominated for the movie that's bad. She's that good at acting. She's Meryl Streep level good. Kate Winslet's, I mean, honestly, like...
who got left off?
The evolution,
who got fucking left off? Can we see that again? You know who got fucking left off? A movie we have not seen yet, but I've seen enough. I've seen the freaking trailer, and I've heard everything, and it was on John Waters. Who is not in the drama category?
Mike Lee.
No, is the actor in Hard Truths. I'm talking about
Marion.
Oh, that's what you just said, Mike Lee. Sorry. Marianne Jean-Baptiste. Marianne Jean-Baptiste is not over there. Kate Winslet stole Marianne Jean-Baptiste's spot in the Golden Globe noms. I hope the Oscars don't make the same mistake.
You didn't see it yet. Maybe
what a
Kate Winslet was a little bit better in Lee.
But I have seen Lee, Joe.
A little bit better.
But I have seen Lee, okay?
I don't know.
And John Waters saw Hard Truths, and he put
loved
it in his top 5, okay? All right, let's look at Best Actor if we can. Best Actor.
Best Male Actor.
All right. Now they're starting to have some fun. Best Male Actor. Now they're starting to have some fun. For musical comedy, we got Jesse Eisenberg in A Real Pain. Love it. Hugh Grant in Heretic. Maybe their funniest pick. Definitely. And I love. A couple weeks ago told you that Hugh Grant was my favorite movie star of all time and gave you my top 10. I love Hugh Grant. This is
why the Golden Globes isn't important. This is why the Golden Globes is stupid.
Hugh Grant just sort of walking around his little house in his sweater talking about religion.
Heretic. It's a horror movie. It's not a musical. It's not a comedy.
It's neither.
It's not one of the best male acting performances of the year. I do love Hugh Grant, and I like Heretic.
Gabriel LaBelle, Sammy Fableman playing Lorne Michaels in Saturday Night. Let's do it, baby. This is the only nomination that Saturday Night's going to get during awards season, and I'm glad it went to Gabriel LaBelle because he crushes his Lorne Michaels.
Weird.
That's really funny. It's so funny that like people thought to vote for him.
Yeah, like good job in the movie. That's not really my problem. It's just it's so crazy.
Are you like looking at a list of all the movies though? Like, what did you?
Yeah. What about all the other?
How many did you just not like? How do you do this? Because when I do a list, I go through and I look at all the movies that came out during that year, and I go through and I make little notes about these. I like this, and I like that part, I like this, and like, oh, I got to see that one. How do you go like you don't do all that work and then nominate Gabriel LaBelle as Lorne Michaels? So I'm wondering like how do people just must have they just are loyalists. They have their little
if you're looking at the list of musicals / comedy, which is just like some horror movies, some dramas, like a comedy or two. I guess there's just not that many good performances, or like the performances aren't as deep. Like the bench isn't as deep with those drama, So when you're in the comedy, it always gets a little silly.
Okay,
I wonder.
There has to be some explanation for Hugh and Gabriel LaBelle getting nominations here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got here. We've got Jesse Plemons kind of interesting because that movie came out so long ago.
It was an amazing performance.
I know. I was not a fan of the movie. He was phenomenal. You can't argue with that.
So good.
I mean, it's one of the best performances of the year.
He's so good in that movie.
Look, I'm glad. And you know what else I'm glad about? My guy Glenn Powell getting nominated for Hitman. Glenn's going to the Globes.
You love to see it.
From now on, we can say Golden Globe nominated actor Glenn Powell, baby. I love it. Even though he went to that Texas game and rooted for Texas against Georgia, but that's okay. And then Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. One of 2 Sebastian Stan nominations.
Who do you think's taking that home? The Golden Globe for Best Male Actor.
This is a good question.
Like, here's people that won't be nominated for an Oscar: Hugh Grant, Gabriel LaBelle, Jesse Plemons, Glenn Powell, Sebastian Stan. So, like, only Jesse Eisenberg has a chance to get nominated for this Oscar.
So, because of that, because here's the thing. Eisenberg is simultaneously, I think, the front runner on this list, just in terms of the quality of the performance, and he's the outlier in terms of how wacky this list is otherwise. So does the wackiness of the list mean the winner is going to be like one of the wacky ones?
Maybe they wise up and just give it to Powell. They just wise up.
Can you imagine Powell just strutting up and getting his
golden
globe?
Oh, it'd be so great.
Thanking his dog or some shit.
He shouldn't win an award for that movie, but it was fun enough, and he's great.
I'm going to say Powell. I like Powell. I think Powell weirdly is.
Powell wins. Okay. Best male actor.
And that is a comedy. That's a comedy.
No, that counts.
Yeah.
And Kinds of Kindness 2 counts.
Yes.
As a comedy.
Now for drama. Adrian Brody in The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Daniel Craig in Queer, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes in Conclave, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. 2 noms for Sebastian Stan. I got to say, first of all, I love that Hollywood got over its weird nervousness around The Apprentice, and we're seeing this thing pop up maybe as a reactionary thing, because some people heard like, oh, wait, no, we're not ashamed of The Apprentice. We will stand up to this man, to Trump, and we will nominate The Apprentice. Maybe there's like a backlash to the backlash going on right now, because The Apprentice is all over these award season nominations right now.
Not that many, no surprises though. That list is straight as an arrow.
These are the heavy. This is probably your minus Sebastian Stan. The Apprentice is probably your Oscars Best Actor nominees right here.
Why not?
I'm gonna say Coleman Domingo takes this. I'm
gonna say this is the Adrian Brody's year. It's round number 2 for Brody. He's gonna win Best Actor.
Really? Because I'm like, The Brutalist is like hanging out in the background of award season right now. It has not come to the forefront.
Comes out next week. Then we'll see.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Waters loved it. Waters had it at what? 3?
3.
All right. Let's look at supporting. So they don't do the genre split up. So there's just male actor, female actor. Male actor, we got Yura Borisov and Honora, Kieran Culkin in Real Pain, Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice, Denzel Washington, Gladiator 2. Male supporting actor is the most like set of all the categories. We keep seeing this crew over and over and over again, and there's no reason to argue with any of them. It's locked in, and then I think within this,
the guy from Sing Sing's not on there, and I think he's going to push
Clarence Macklin.
Clarence Macklin's going to make a push, though. That's the one.
He's the one outlier
that I'm surprised isn't up there. And Edward Norton is sort of the unfamiliar face out of this.
I think Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice is a very Globes nomination, might not be an Oscars nomination because of the sort of I love it. The performance is a little caricatured. His performance of Roy Cohn, but Roy Cohn himself was a caricature of himself, So
it's a great performance.
It works, but it's a little bit of a caricatured performance. I wouldn't be surprised to see Clarence Macklin sneak in for an Oscar nom. I hope he does. But all that being said, this race is really coming down to Kieran versus Denzel, which is the head-to-head matchup we never saw coming.
We all wanted that.
We never saw coming, but I love it. Kieran versus Denzel. I think Denzel takes the Globe. Kieran takes the Oscar. Is my bet. That's my bet.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about Denzel getting the Oscar for Gladiator 2. It's like we already gave Denzel a supporting actor nom for a villain, Training Day. It almost feels like a little bit of a redux, whereas like Kieran's got so much juice right now. Coming out of Succession. Everyone seems to like working
Denzel
with him.
Winning. I don't think Gladiator 2 was good enough.
Yeah.
It's like you can't be the MVP if your team's in 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
and we also might have had an electric season. But
Gladiator 2 did not do well across the board. It did not do well across the board.
I think that might have faded his star a little bit.
Let's look at supporting again. Best female actor supporting: Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, Felicity Jones, Margaret Qualley, Isabella Rossellini, and Zoe Saldana. Again, this list is pretty locked. These are the names we keep seeing. Man, who takes it though?
Ariana Grande.
I think, right?
Yeah. Ariana Grande is going to win Best Supporting Actress, I think, Brett.
Because I think the 2 Amelia Perez noms are going to split the Amelia Perez vote.
It
should be Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez.
I don't know if Selena's going to get the Oscar nom.
She'll get the nom.
And I think it'll be it'll be Ariana versus Zoe, but then Ariana's going to win.
Yeah. If the best thing that happened to Zoe Saldana is that Celia doesn't get an Oscar nom. Because if the Amelia Perez vote doesn't get split, then you have a shot. You have a real shot. Or you could equally argue that Selena and Ariana are splitting the pop girl vote.
I don't think Selena's going to get nominated for the Oscar.
Okay. Last but not least, let's look at Best Director. Best Director for the Golden Globes. And Joe, I gotta pat us on the back here because
what we do?
We made a unpopular choice for our Oscar Power Rankings. We had Coralie Fargeat in the top 5 of our Oscar Best Director Power Rankings. We said The Substance is doing so well on streaming. It's got such good vibes online. Yeah. People are they're not gonna want Five Guys as the Best Director nominations. And we said Coralie Fargeat probably has the best shot of being, a non-male nominee.
Yeah.
And look at this out of nowhere.
Damn.
This was not on Variety's Power Rankings. This was not on Hollywood Reporter's Power Rankings. It was on our Power Rankings, and now it's a Golden Globe nominee.
You only get that
for Coralie Fargeat. That's all you get.
You only get that kind of insight on this podcast
because we have guts.
Yeah.
Because we aren't like trying to please 8 different masters at the same time. Okay, we just speak the truth.
Yes.
And that's why we're right about things. I also got to say, Joe, this is thrilling to see Payal Kapadia on here.
Yeah.
For All We Imagine Is Light.
This is bad news for all the other directors. Is that Payal Kapadia got the nom for the Golden Globe? Like, if Payal Kapadia has so much juice in this movie, which apparently
I saw it. I'm going to talk about it tonight. It fucking rocks.
Everyone says this movie's just
so
the
good.
Bee's knees.
It's so
like
good.
If the Golden Globes have to go, okay, fine. John Chu, sorry, we have to honor Kapadia.
I love
like
that. This is the Globe.
You're nominated for the Oscar.
This is the Globe's masterstroke. If we can see that list again, Margo, this is the Globe's masterstroke this year. Is not giving Chu a nomination for Wicked, which would be silly, and just would have been like relenting to the masses or something. This is Payal Kapadia deserved this, and she got it, and I love that. I love that.
That kind of changes her Oscar outlook.
Yes,
that's kind of huge.
Yes, because now more people are gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta watch that movie now. I gotta watch that movie. Okay, this is not one of the ones I can pretend to watch. I gotta actually watch it. Right. We also have Brady Corbett in The Brutalist, Edward Berger for Conclave, Sean Baker for Anora, and Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez. We do not have a guy again, Joe. The prophecies. The prophecies you get on the show. Who do we drop out of our Best Director Power Rankings? Do you remember?
Ridley Scott,
who is not on here. We knew it. We were reading the wins, baby.
Not on there.
We were reading the wins. We knew he was trending down, and here he is out of the. And honestly,
we know.
Fair. You know, you want to give Ridley Scott his Oscar for Gladiator 2? No. You really need to give Ridley Scott an Oscar that bad?
No.
He's got to earn it. He's still got to earn it. I don't care, about the career. He's still got to earn it. He's still got to earn it. And Gladiator 2 ain't the one you want to give it to him for. No. All right. Well, that is the Golden Globe nominations. Also want to shout out. Shame not seeing Danielle Deadweiler on here for The Piano Lesson. I wonder if that movie's just not. I wonder if she's getting hurt by the movie. Because the movie, the more I think about it, we gave it kind of a lackluster review. It's fine.
We liked it.
I wonder if that is the baggage that's sort of dragging her down, as the movie's not that great.
Nah, it's right. It's just no one's talking about the movie.
Also, big snub, Saoirse's not on here for Outrun or Blitz.
Yeah.
You got to nominate her for one of those.
Yeah, it's a shame.
You got it. She gave 2 banger performances. You're not going to nominate her for one of them?
That's
I say the Outrun. Joe says the Blitz. As we get into our reviews here, the other big snub, Drew Starkey for Queer. Very hot choice, very popular choice, not showing up here either.